Alright guys, in this video we will learn how to solve a pair of linear equation in two variables using elimination method. This is my favorite method. It is a very safe method because the chances of making mistakes are very less even if you are in a hurry. I'm sure you might have gone through AP problems prior to this, so you might have already noticed that this is my favorite method. Alright, so now we'll solve these two equations using elimination method. Now the way to solve this is, we have to use subtraction or addition first between the two equations. Before that, we have to make sure that one of the variables is equal. For example, here we have 2x, 5x, here we have 3y, 2y. So we have to make one of them equal. So let's say I decide to make x equal. How do I make it equal? 2 and 5. What is the LCM of 2 and 5? 10. So we'll make both 10x. How? We divide the whole equation here by 5, we divide the whole equation here by 2. So 5 into 2, 10x, 5 into 3 plus 15y, 5 into 13 is 65, right? And here we are multiplying by 2, so this becomes 10x minus 4y equal to 8. Now the values of 10 are same. How can I cancel these two? By subtracting. Because here both are plus, so if I add they will not cancel. So what I'll do is I'll subtract this from this. When you subtract, what happens? This becomes minus, this becomes plus, this becomes minus. So plus 10x minus 10x, 0. 15y plus 4y, 19y equal to 65 minus 8, 57. So y equal to 57 by 19. So y equal to 3. 19 ones are 3s are. So I got the value of y. Now this value I can substitute in any of this and find the value of x. I'll substitute in the first equation. So I have 2x plus 3y. But how much is y? 3. So I get 3 into 3 equal to 13. Right? So 2x plus 9 equal to 13. 2x equal to 13 minus 9. So 2x equal to 13 minus 9 is 4. So x equal to 4 by 2. So x equal to 2. So I found the value of y and x. Alright guys, we'll try one more problem. We'll solve one more pair using elimination method. Now here we can either make x things values same or we can make y values same. Which will I choose? I'll choose y in this case. Why? Because here it's 7, here it's 1. So to make y values equal, I only need to multiply this equation by 7. We do not have to take LCM and multiply both equations. We can still make x values same, but here we would have to take LCM, which was 12. So here we would have to multiply by 4, here by 3. So instead of doing so much work, this is easier, right? Multiplying just one equation. So here the first equation remains the same. Second equation is 7 4s are 28x minus 7y equal to minus 63. Now will I add or subtract here? I'll add here. Why? Because it's already plus and minus. So when I add, they will cancel. If I go to subtract, the signs will change and they will not cancel. So adding 3x plus 28x, we get 31x. Plus 7y minus 7y cancels. 1 minus 63, I get minus 62. So x is equal to minus 62 by 31. So 31 ones are 2s are. So x equal to minus 2. I got x equal to minus 2. I'll substitute in one of these equations. I'll take this equation or this equation. It doesn't matter where you substitute. I'll select the second equation again. What do we have? 4x, that is 4 into minus 2 minus y equal to minus 9. So minus 8 minus y equal to minus 9. So minus y equal to minus 9 plus 8. So minus y equal to minus 1. Multiplying by negative sign on both sides, I get y equal to 1. So x is minus 2, y is 1. Alright, we'll solve one more problem in this module using elimination method. I hope by now you understood how to use it. If you want, you can pause the video and decide what you want to do and see if I'm doing the same thing. Now in this, which will I cancel? Again I'll cancel y in this. Why? Because y is 1, right? So I just need to multiply this equation with 2 to make y terms equal. If I wanted to do this, okay, in this case, in case of x as well, we have to only multiply second equation. We do not need to multiply the first equation. Why? Because LCM of 6 and 2 is 6. So let's make x equal in this. So I just have to multiply this equation with 3. So the first equation remains the same, 6x plus 2y equal to minus 22. Now 3 into 2, 6x plus 3y equal to minus 9 into 3, minus 27. Now do I have to add or subtract? I have to subtract. Why? Because these two have the same, both are positive. So to make one negative, I need to subtract. So signs will change. So plus 6 minus 6, 0. 2 minus 3 minus y equal to minus 22 plus 27 plus 5. Minus y is equal to 5. So y is equal to minus 5. Now I got y equal to minus 5. I'll put it in one of these equations and find the value of x. I'll take the second equation. So 2x plus y is minus 5. So 2x minus 5 equal to minus 9. 2x equal to minus 9 plus 5. Minus 5 becomes plus 5. So 2x equal to minus 4, x equal to minus 4 by 2. So x equal to minus 2. So we found the value of y and x. Guys, this is my favorite way of solving pair of linear equations in two variables. But it's up to you. Substitution method is also easy. So is this. Very few people use the next method that we'll be discussing, that is cross multiplication method. Generally, especially for CBSE people, they generally don't tell you in which method to use. It's very rare, but don't take a risk. Make sure that you learn all 4 methods. But if they don't tell you in which method to use, like which method has to be used, you can use any method. And I personally prefer elimination method. It depends, but for some problems, substitution might be much easier if the values are very small. But general preference of mine is elimination method. Now in the next module, we will discuss how to solve using cross multiplication method.